Hey, everybody. Today we're going to discuss how your thoughts can shift your reality. Let's talk about it. So I know one of my favorite things to say is that I like to say if you're gonna, because when something happens and say you don't have the full details in your head, like say somebody's not calling you back or whatever, you're going to make up a story in your head. And I've said this before, I think in another video, but you're going to make up a story in your head. So if you're going to make up a story, why don't you make it a beautiful one instead of one that's terrible, that, oh, he's probably cheating or he hates me or he never wants to see me again. Why don't you make up something like, well, just focus on, I know he's not calling, but I know he still loves me. Or maybe he's the one that's kind of shy, or maybe he likes me too much and he doesn't know what to say, or he's nervous or something like that. So these are your thoughts that can really, you have to be careful what you're actually thinking, because it is true. Your thoughts do change your reality. They can change your reality. Another example of this is my son. Whenever he says that he can't do anything, when he says there's something that he can't do, I'm like, well, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. So if you tell me you can't do that, then okay. But I always tell him that it's whatever he thinks, even if it is something that would be difficult. It's something that he could at least try, and you never know.
So I started doing this thing and waking up in the morning, and I choose Goddess. And I'm doing that because I noticed myself waking up and being like, thinking of all the things that I had to do that day. And also not where I want to be. And then it just kind of sets the whole tone for the day. So I decided to go completely opposite and just wake up and choose Goddess. And okay, what am I going to dress? Like, what am I going to wear? Even if it's not the fanciest thing, whatever I'm going to put on, I'm going to own it. And it's been working. I feel fabulous. I even do a little dance on the way out to my car, and it totally changes just the whole thing. And even if something happens throughout the day or during the day at some point that is unfavorable or something, whatever, it just rolls right off, because I remember who I am, and I'm Goddess K, Queen K, whatever of that for that day. And I just own it and go with it. And it's completely, I've been doing it for the past couple of weeks, and I love it. It's just a easy, quick thing to do. Not like if you're going to forget about it, if you don't get all weirdo if you forget to do it. It should be inspired. It should be something that just comes naturally. It's a choice. Like, you have a choice of which side of the bed to wake up on, right? It could also be helpful to, instead of, I don't know, maybe like before you fall asleep, to focus on something that makes you smile. Then that way, what that does is, because you're in theta sleep wave, or you're in theta state when you're falling asleep. And then when you wake up, you're still in theta. There's all these different states, okay? Alpha, beta, theta, whatever, delta. But when you're falling asleep and when you're waking up, you're in that theta state. So it's very much like, kind of like a dream state. You're conscious, you're aware, but you're in that sort of half awake dream state. And so if you know that, and you choose Goddess first, or whatever, right? God, Goddess, King, Queen, whatever you want to be, right? Choose that. Sasha Fierce, whatever you want to be, choose that and go with that, and do what the Goddess you would do. What would that Goddess you do? What would that Goddess you accept? This is how your thoughts, this is how you can shift your thoughts to create your reality. Because if you are owning that persona, if you're owning that version of you, then that's going to, version of you on the inside, that's going to create your reality. That's going to create what happens during the day. Now, like I said, if something happens unfavorable to you during the day, that doesn't mean that you did it wrong. What it means is how you respond to that negative thing, negative circumstance, unfavorable circumstance is what your reality is going to be. So that's how easy it can be. And I'm saying it's easy to me now because I've had a lot of practice. I've had great coaches. But we're trying to make this easier for you. So that's just something I've been doing lately. And it's been really, like, I've been wearing these awesome shoes, like, and I'm just walking around it. Like at first, the first couple steps are a little hobble because you're still like waking up, whatever. But then, like, if you do your little dance, don't roll your ankle, but it helps to break it in, whatever. Yeah, so that's my take on it. The thoughts.
I like what you said. I know for me, the morning is crucial for how the rest of my day is gonna go. For me, I always have like my little concert in the car, like on the way to work, because I have quite a commute. So I have my little hype music. I don't really like talking to people on the phone in the morning. I might make a few phone calls to, like my mom or whoever to say good morning or whatnot. But overall, I don't like talking on the phone. I just want to have time with myself. I have my hype music. Look in the mirror, get dressed, make sure I look good, hype myself up. And I choose to have a good day, no matter what's going on. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I'm going to be honest. But I think having the mindset, like I choose like how this day is going to go, it sets the foundation for the rest of my day. I also, because I'm a Christian, I'm very into my devotionals. I read my devotionals first thing in the morning. The very first thing I do when I wake up is say, thank you, God. So I start my day off with gratitude. So I think having gratitude and forecasting how your day is going to go, if you have a meeting or you're supposed to go out with like on a date or something, you already forecast how that's going to go. And you look for that. You look forward to that. Get excited about it. And then when you get excited about it, then like your vibe is going to go up. So when there are negative things that might happen, it's almost like you're already in such a high place. It doesn't impact you as badly. Now, if you wake up, on the wrong side of the bed and those things happen, they're like amplified. So it makes those things seem like even worse than what they really are. But if you put yourself in a more positive state, you hype yourself up, you build yourself up, you set the foundation in the morning for the rest of your day, your whole day is going to be different than what it would be otherwise. And then you take that and you apply that to the rest of life. So.
And it makes it easier too. When you realize that you're in control of the day, or when you're in control of your reality, it makes it easier because it makes it just easier for the shift to happen. You know what I'm saying?
And the other thing, speaking of the shift happening, don't focus on the shift happening.
Right.
Focus on how you feel.
Yeah. Right. Meaning, like, that's what I meant by it. Like, it's just so easy. It just happens because you're not even thinking about that. It's just one of those things that just happens. And it's easy for you to, if something unfavorable happens, to shift right back into that. But you don't have to think about it. It just happens because you're like, well, that's not how my day is going to go. No, we're going to change this. Boop, and you just go.
Yep.
Thanks, guys, for watching us. Be sure to check out our other videos, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.